2014. You have played in 4 World Cups. Asamoah wants to go for this World Cup as well. And I'm sure you've heard the news that he says he's dreaming of going to Qatar. What do you think?
Je pense que c'est une bonne chose de rêver. Je pense aussi que pour tous ces enfants d'Afrique qui nous ont donné tant de joie, c'est bien qu'ils aient toujours cette envie-là.
Well, I think it's a good thing to have a dream, and I believe that for all African sons that give us great joy while playing, it's just natural that they nurture such a dream.
Et j'espère qu'il parviendra à rendre son rêve possible, réalité.
And I hope that his dream becomes reality.
Mais comme on le sait tous, le sélectionneur dans ce cas aura le dernier mot.
But as we are all aware, the final decision is that of the manager.
Great. What would it be, for Asamoah Gyan to go to a 4th World Cup? Because already he's the top African scorer in the World Cup. For you as a former player, if you could put yourself in his shoes, what is motivating him, do you think?
C'est le champion qu'il est.
Well, the
Qui
motivation
le
is
motive toujours l'amour pour son pays.
the champion that he is, the great player that he is, and also the love that he has for his country.
Yeah. Great. So, Qatar, everybody wants to go there. I've been privileged to go there, twice. It's a lovely place. As an ambassador, what can you tell the people of Ghana about Qatar to encourage them to book their ticket now?
First, it's easy to go in Qatar, to travel to Qatar. Il faut juste avoir ton ticket et puis aller sur l'application Aya et on va vous demander de rentrer votre numéro de ticket et puis suivre toutes les étapes pour que vous ayez votre visa. Donc c'est tellement simple, on a voulu faciliter pour tous les fans pour qu'il n'ait pas de problème d'aller dans une ambassade ou ceci. Ça, c'est la première chose.
Well, so it's actually very simple. You first need to get your flight ticket, then you go on the Haya app, and then you follow all the steps. Then you get your ID, your Haya ID, and it's a very simple process. Then you have access to Qatar.
Your visa in Qatar.
The visa in Qatar.
Et ce que moi je souhaite pour tous ces fans, c'est qu'ils viennent nombreux encourager l'Afrique.
What I wish for is for all the fans to come in their numbers to support Africa.
Et que l'Afrique soit ce continent-là qui sera champion du monde.
And so that at the end of the day, Africa will be the winning continent.
Africa will be the winning continent. Obviously, it's easy to go to Qatar, like you said, and you're saying Africa will be the winning continent. Tell me, do you see an African team winning this World Cup?
Why not?
Which one?
Je pense que les pays africains aujourd'hui ont de grandes nations de football. On a le Sénégal, on a le Ghana, on a le Maroc, on a la Tunisie et le Cameroun même qui sont qualifiés. Et il y a quelques années, le Ghana a manqué sa demi-finale de Coupe du Monde pour peu. Donc ça veut dire que c'est possible.
Well, Africa has great football nations, good football teams. We have the likes of Senegal, Ghana, Tunisia, Morocco, and Cameroon going for the World Cup. And we are all aware of the fact that Ghana missed the semis by a shot. So it is possible.
Yeah, it's possible indeed. And if you look at the 5 nations you mentioned in this World Cup, some have on paper tougher groups than others. Your own Cameroon is in the group with one of the most successful teams of all time in the World Cup, Brazil. How do you see your chances?
Ce sont les mêmes chances que les autres équipes.
Well, I believe the chances are equal.
You know, le football, c'est pas une science exacte.
Football is not, I would say, a prompt science or exact science.
Yeah. So, beyond Cameroon, for those who don't know, Samuel Eto'o is in Ghana as part of several legs of a tour, to be a Qatar legacy ambassador, as you saw on the slides if you are watching on TV. He started from his beloved Cameroon, went to Senegal before coming to Ghana as well. So in Senegal, how did you experience the World Cup vibe there? Are they excited about the World Cup?
Tout le monde est très excité pour cette Coupe du Monde au Qatar. Les fans étaient heureux de nous voir, de voir toute cette délégation. Et ils étaient heureux aussi de voir que nous avons apporté certaines questions, certaines réponses aux questions qu'ils avaient sur certaines choses qui ont été dites et qui n'étaient pas vraies.
Well, so when we were in Senegal, I would say that the fans were, everyone was excited to see us as a build-up towards the World Cup, and also together with the Qatar delegation, and they were happy because we came with answers on certain issues that were more like a gray area for some of them, that were of concern. So that was it.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, what are some of the key concerns? I've asked you about, how easy it is to get to Qatar. People want to know about where they will stay. But in your travels, you've been to 3 of the countries that have gotten to the World Cup so far. What are the main questions fans are asking that we, the media, can help to answer?
Alors, quelles sont ces inquiétudes dont vous parlez vis-à-vis la Coupe du Monde au Qatar? Vous êtes rentré dans 3 pays. Quelles sont les inquiétudes principales, mais les questions que les fans posaient, que nous pouvons vous aider en tant que médias à amplifier?
Les fans posaient peut-être les questions. Est-ce que il y avait des chambres pour tout le monde?
They wanted to know if everybody could get accommodation.
Of course. Tout le monde aura une chambre au Qatar. Et pour eux, on avait dit que le Qatar était très très cher.
Of course, everybody will get accommodation in Qatar, and to some, they were told that Qatar is very expensive.
Mais il y a des prix pour tout le monde. Nous avons des chambres à $80, nous avons des chambres pour ceux qui veulent et qui ont l'argent, qui pourront dormir. Je ne veux pas faire de publicité, mais dans des hôtels où on peut payer 3-4 000 pounds la nuit, ils auront aussi ce qu'ils veulent, mais on a fait une Coupe du Monde pour tout le monde.
So actually, there's all sorts of accommodations. We have hotels that go for $80, and for those who have deep pockets, if they want to have that luxury, they can pay 3,000-4,000 pounds to spend the night or to have that feeling. But everybody would have accommodation.
So there's accommodation for every pocket.
Every pocket.
Okay, that's great. And we understand that there are some accommodation that will be on ship as well, on the water as well. I don't know if you saw it. When I went to Qatar, they showed us some of the ships where you'll be able to lodge. So you will actually be on the water, and then they'll come and pick you from the water and go to the World Cup. Isn't that amazing? That's fantastic.
It's incredible. Huh?
It's incredible, eh? World Cup on the water. Anyway, for those on Joy 99.7 FM, you are listening to a simulcast that is also on Joy News, that is also on Adum FM, and being taken by several of our affiliates from across the country. We are also live on myjoyonline.com. This is part of our build-up to the World Cup. And Samuel Eto'o, the legendary former player, now Cameroon FA president, and in the studio here in his capacity as Qatar Legacy Ambassador here with us as well. So, Sam, 5 African teams are going there. What lessons from your own career do you think African teams should know before going to a World Cup as they prepare? What lessons?
Oui, je pense que ce que les Africains, nous devons savoir, c'est de bien faire les choses. Parce qu'on sait déjà, on a déjà eu la chance pour la plupart des nations. Elles ont souvent été qualifiées en Coupe du Monde. Mais ce que je souhaite, c'est qu'il n'y ait pas de problème administratif et que les garçons soient juste concentrés pour jouer au football.
Well, for us Africans, as we are, what I would say is we just need to do our homework so that there won't be any administrative challenges that will prevent the teams from partaking in the World Cup. So we just need to put everything in place so the players just focus on playing the beautiful game. Well prepared.
Peut-être pas tactiquement,
Maybe not on the tactical level.
Okay.
et surtout pas administrativement bien préparé.
And of course, not on the administrative level. We are not well prepared.
Mais aujourd'hui, et après plusieurs situations désagréables,
But having gone through a couple of impediments,
il y a des nouveaux présidents
we have new FA presidents
qui ont l'ambition de pallier et de solutionner pas mal de problèmes.
who are ambitious to find solutions to some of the problems.
Et c'est pourquoi nous avons pris la décision aussi de nommer des sélectionneurs qui viennent de notre continent.
That's why we also decided to go with managers that are from the continent.
Great. You know, from Cameroon, a few of my friends have asked me to ask you that the September window is coming for the games. You know, September, we'll have games. Do you have any plans of playing any friendlies for Cameroon ahead of the World Cup? Have you got any teams prepared yet?
Qu'il laisse quand même aux journalistes camerounais avoir la primeur de cette information. Mais nous allons jouer.
Well, just give that opportunity to the Cameroonian journalists to have that bit of information. But of course, there will be friendlies.
There will be friendlies. You know, Ghana have just yesterday announced that we will play Brazil, who are in your group as well. Have you spoken to your compatriot, Eto'o, to give you some information about Brazil? When we play Brazil?
Je pense que, évidemment, que nos sélectionneurs, l'un d'eux ira regarder ce match pour savoir et anticiper sur ce que nous pourrons avoir lors de la Coupe du Monde.
Of course, I believe one of the coaches will go and watch the game in order to anticipate and to know what to expect through the competition.
But when the World Cup comes around, every team needs the best players, you know. In Africa right now, and I'm sure you know, there's a big issue of almost every African national team looking for players born abroad to come back home and so on. Here in Ghana, we have a lot of it. We've got Inaki Williams, you know, who plays in one of your favorite leagues, La Liga and so on. Cameroon, we know you are also talking to a few of them as well. My first question on that is, do you think that it is a tricky area or it is a straightforward area for African teams to get players born abroad to come and play for their mother nations?
J'ai toujours pensé que ces joueurs qui viennent jouer pour leur pays d'origine, j'ai toujours pensé que c'était une bonne chose.
Well, I've always been of the mindset that all these players that come and play for their mother countries is a good thing.
Quand vous regardez certaines nations du football qui ont gagné avec des joueurs africains, vous comprenez que nous avons besoin de ces joueurs.
When you look at some of the teams that won the cup or won trophies with these African players among the players or the team, it's only a way to say that we need these players on our teams.
Mais évidemment, c'est toujours une solution temporaire. Derrière, localement.
In order to bring that ambition in our players to play in the local leagues as well.
Samuel, I know you are very passionate about Africa and about getting Africans to be in charge of African affairs, you know. Some people have said on this topic that it is cheating the Africans born here because it's easy for the FA to just go to Spain, England, and somewhere, to go and find somebody born there who has already been developed by the system and bring them. And it makes FAs...
Is Ghanaian?
Pardon?
Is Ghanaian? That player is Ghanaian?
He's Ghanaian, yes.
What is the problem?
So for you, once the person is African or Ghanaian or Cameroon, there's no problem.
It's not a problem.
Okay, but my counter question to you is, the boy born in, I've forgotten the name of the Yaoundé Banlieue.
Mvogada.
In Mvogada and all those places, In Ghana, we have places like Ashaiman, in the villages. Doesn't it deprive them of a place?
That son didn't choose where he's born.
Okay. So because they don't choose where they are born,
They don't choose.
they are Ghanaian, they are Cameroonian, they are Nigerian. So there's no problem.
It's not a problem for me.
Now, how do you think indigenous Africans will feel if they watch the TV, the Cameroon starting lineup at the World Cup, and the goalkeeper is half Cameroon, half English?
Half?
No. You don't. You get what I mean. He was born probably.
No, I don't know.
Okay. He was born in England, but his mother comes from Cameroon. The defender was born in Spain. Mother comes from Cameroon. Maybe in the first 11, there's nobody born and bred in Cameroon in the entire 26-man team. Do you think it will be fair to Cameroonians?
But is Cameroonian or is not Cameroonian?
It's Cameroonian.
What is the problem?
All right. So you can still let us know what your thoughts are on this discussion on our Twitter. The hashtag is Eto'o Onjoy, ETOOONJOY. Of course, you can follow us also at Joy Sports GH, and we are streaming on Joy Sports Facebook, Joy Sports, Joy FM Facebook, and also Joy News Facebook. Now, several African teams going to the World Cup also have the issue of, their place, because when they get into the World Cup, even the best African teams feel small, because in Africa they are giants. But when they get to the world stage, they feel like they don't belong there. How do you think these teams can take care of that psychological barrier?
It's our work now.
Me and you?
Yeah.
What do we have to do?
Ce que nous sommes en train de faire.
Well, as we're doing right now, this is the work we're doing.
Dire aux garçons que c'est possible.
Just tell the boy that it is possible.
Parce que dans leur club en Europe, ils sont les meilleurs.
Because where they play in Europe, they're the best in their clubs.
Et ça ne change pas, c'est le même football.
And nothing changes. It's still the same football.
Which brings me to a personal question, Samuel. For you, this feeling small was never a problem. It seemed like the higher you went, the bigger you became. How do you do it?
Ceci me ramène à une question personnelle, c'est-à-dire un peu dans votre cas, vous n'avez jamais eu cette impression d'être petit. Plus vous évoluez, plus vous avez connu une certaine grandeur.
Je n'ai jamais pensé que j'étais plus grand que les autres.
I've never seen myself superior to anybody.
Mais je n'ai jamais pensé non plus que j'étais plus petit que les autres.
On the other hand, I also didn't think I was inferior to anyone.
J'ai toujours pensé que dans ce que je fais, le plus important, c'est de bien le faire.
My mindset was that whatever I was doing, I needed to be good at it.
Et peu importe là où je suis.
Regardless of where I find myself.
Et qui est autour de moi.
And whoever is around me.
Is this the kind of mindset you are giving to your national team as well?
I try to give them.
And are they taking the message?
I hope.
Now, speaking of it, what do you think your place is in African football history? Many people say that Samuel Eto'o is the greatest player to have ever come from Africa.
Alors, selon vous, quelle place vous vous donnez sur la scène footballistique en Afrique? La plupart des gens pensent que vous êtes le plus grand footballeur de l'Afrique.
Merci pour toutes ces personnes, mais je suis juste un enfant d'Afrique qui aime son Afrique.
Well, I want to thank all these people for the compliment, but I'm just an African child who loves his continent.
Et qui veut que son Afrique soit toujours très haut.
and whose only wish is to see Africa, the African continent, at the highest level.
Great. Several African players have also said you are the greatest as well, but you are being very modest about it.
Beaucoup de joueurs africains ont également dit que vous êtes l'un des meilleurs, sinon vous êtes le meilleur, mais il semble que vous êtes un peu humble sur cette question.
Je remercie toutes ces personnes. Je n'arrête pas de le dire. Je ne m'étais jamais arrêté pour regarder tout ce que j'ai pu apporter dans le football jusqu'à la fin de ma carrière.
Well, I want to be thankful towards all these people, but as I keep saying, I've never really stopped to look at my success until the end of my career.
Et le plus important pour moi, c'était de montrer que, à égalité de chance, un Africain pouvait faire aussi bien ou mieux que les autres.
Well, and I've always believed that when the chances are equal, an African player can do this as well as the others, or even better.
And if an African team is to win the World Cup, Samuel, what do you think must change for an African team to win the World Cup?
Je pense que même la vision du monde changera.
I think even that will change the vision of the world
vis-à-vis de l'Afrique.
The way the world sees Africa.
Yeah.
Il n'y a que le football qui peut nous faire gagner 100 ans.
Pardon?
Il n'y a que le football qui peut faire gagner 100 ans à l'Afrique. À l'Afrique.
It's only football that will give us maybe 100 years.
Yeah. What are the South Americans and Europeans doing to win the World Cup all over again that we Africans are not doing?
Ils se préparent bien.
Well, they actually do a good preparedness.
Et ils croient qu'ils vont gagner.
And they believe that they will win.
The first thing is believe.
They should believe. You know, if I follow your career, you've kept saying this for years and years, that the African must have self-belief first. I have to ask you, Samuel, is there something that happened in your career that made you feel like Africans generally lack self-belief as a first step? Is there something that happened to you that you can share with us?
But it's happened every day. It's normal life in African people. Tous les jours, on dit aux Africains qu'ils ne sont pas assez bons.
Well, actually, it happens all over Africa, and this has to do with all Africans because every day they are told that they are not good enough.
Tous les jours, on dit aux Africains qu'ils ne peuvent pas faire, mais ils font.
Every day they are told that they cannot do one thing or the other, yet they achieve it.
Donc, après toutes ces choses, on a toujours l'impression que nous, Africains, nous ne croyons pas assez en nous, alors que nous avons beaucoup de succès.
Taking all that in consideration, we still feel that Africans as we are not able to, we don't have much in us, but yet we are able to chalk success.
On that subject, Ghanaians want a lot of belief when we are going to play Uruguay again. And so we need a lot of belief. How should Ghana approach the game? With revenge?
Of course.
Revenge?
It's normal. More motivation.
Okay. Some people have also said that if we think too much about revenge, it will take away our energy.
It's not true. It gives you more power.
It will give us more power. So Ghanaians, if the Black Stars are watching...
Maybe.
Yeah?
Si tu viens chez moi et tu me parles mal devant mes enfants et ma femme, même si je suis plus faible que toi, je deviendrai plus fort que toi.
So let me give you this scenario. If you come to my home and you speak ill to me in front of my wife and my kids, even if I'm weak, I'll be the strongest person at that moment.
True. You're still on, I'm having to do this because we are simulcasting. You're still on Joy 99.7 FM, and you are also live on Adom 106.3, together broadcasting to more than 50 radio stations across the country, I believe, this interview. And we are also live on the internet via the power of myjoyonline.com, also on Facebook, on the Joy Sports page, the Joy 99.7 FM page and also the Joy News page. If you have questions, we will take some of them on Twitter, on Facebook, and read them as well. And if the phone lines are ready, Eto'o says he's an African child, and the African people absolutely love him. So far I have spoken only about national team and other issues. I will finish with that and then go to a bit of the club side that most of you wanted me to ask as well. So finishing on the national team side, Samuel, you won a great deal with the national team of Cameroon. Olympics title, 2 AFCONs, you were a multiple World Cup player, you played in 4 World Cups. Which of your Cameroonian successes is the most cherished for you, for Cameroon?
Je ne peux pas choisir une seule de toutes ces victoires.
I can't really just select one of these trophies or victories.
Mais je pense que ma plus belle victoire, c'est d'avoir servi ce beau maillot du Cameroun.
But for me, the greatest win is to have won that jersey of my country.
That's the greatest win, to have won the jersey. So of all your titles with Cameroon, you are not going to choose any of them?
Non, parce que j'ai eu l'immense chance de jouer pour le plus beau pays au monde.
I can't, because I've had the greatest opportunity to play for one of the greatest country in the world.
Quand vous êtes jeune, vous voulez ressembler à vos idoles.
When you are young, you want to be like your idols.
Et moi, j'avais 2 choses. C'était de ressembler à Roger Mila.
And I had 2 things in mind: to be like Roger Mila,
et puis jouer pour l'équipe du Cameroun.
and then play for the national team.
Et je pense qu'aucune victoire ne serait au niveau d'avoir joué avec le Cameroun.
So no trophy will really amount to that satisfaction of having played for Cameroon.
Great. And for your national team, you started at a pretty young age. I mean, what would you say about the man who believed in you and gave you your chance when you were so young, Claude Leroy? What will you say about him, who we know here very well as well?
Claude Leroy is like my father in football, but also in life. Il a toujours le bon conseil pour moi.
He always has a good advice to give.
Il m'a donné la chance alors que je n'avais que 17 ans.
He gave me the opportunity when I was just 17 years old.
Et c'est l'une des personnes qui m'a influencé.
This is one of the person who had an influence on me.
C'est pourquoi je ne regarde jamais l'âge de quelqu'un, je ne regarde que son talent.
That's why I don't really focus on people's age. I rather focus on their talent.
J'ai nommé un très jeune entraîneur dans une des sélections importantes du Cameroun.
I actually selected one young coaches is in one of the championship in Cameroon.
He's only 35 years old. Yeah, it's national team coach. It's incredible, but he have incredible talent.
And you believe in him?
Yeah.
What's his name?
You want to tell him here?
No. No. I thought, have you appointed him already?
Oui, il entraînait une équipe de 2e division régionale à l'ouest.
He was coaching a 2nd division team in the
Et
western part of the country.
il a un bon centre de formation à l'ouest Cameroun.
And he actually has a good academy in the western part of Cameroon.
Et quand j'ai commencé à le suivre, une fois, j'ai demandé à le rencontrer.
And once I was following him, I decided to have a meeting with him.
Et j'étais encore en campagne.
By then, I was campaigning for the FA post.
Et je lui ai dit, je vais devenir président et tu seras sélectionneur.
And I told him when I will become president, and then you'll be a coach.
Et je pense qu'il ne me croyait pas.
And I believe he didn't believe me back then.
Et puis, il y a un peu plus d'1 mois et demi, je l'ai nommé, Côte d'Ivoire.
Then 2 months down the line, I selected him as a deputy coach, assistant coach.
Great. So we'll put the phone lines on the screen. Briefly, we take a few calls. People want to celebrate this great man, and I'm sure they would want to do that as well. There it is on your screen. It will flash again. and then you can call in for Samuel Eto'o. So while we wait for that, Samuel, Qatar 2022, what can you tell us about the fan experience? What will people come and feel in Qatar? Tell us.
It will be amazing. For us, it's not only about football.
Okay.
But c'est toute la vie. C'est ce que nous offrons, ce n'est juste pas un match de football. C'est l'expérience de découvrir tout le pays.
So actually, it's going to be a great experience because what we are offering is not just about football, but it's the opportunity to discover a great country.
Notre culture,
the culture of the country,
nos déserts.
the deserts.
Bon, lui, il est venu, il a vu qu'on peut dormir à mer et aller regarder le football.
I think you were there and you were able to see that you can have an accommodation on the sea and then go and watch the match.
Yep.
C'est toutes ces expériences que nous offrons. Mais surtout, nous demandons à tous ces fans du monde de venir chez nous et voir que le chez nous, c'est chez eux.
So this is all that we're offering, but we are asking all the fans across the world that they should come and have an experience in Qatar and know that Qatar is also their home.
Wicked. So that's great. Eto'o, I'm getting a comment. It says, Eto'o and his African best footballers, how are they paying back to grow the young ones? He's the best player we have seen from the country of Cameroon and in Africa. But what are you doing for the young generation? This is a comment I'm getting right now. What are you doing for the young generation?
Mais j'aime pas souvent dire ce que je fais ou je ne fais pas, parce que ce que je fais, beaucoup voient. À une époque, à l'équipe nationale du Cameroun, mon centre de formation à l'époque avait, je crois, 12 joueurs.
Actually, I don't like speaking about what I'm doing or what I'm not doing because at a point in time, my training academy in Cameroon had only 12 players.
A national team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. En 2017, j'ai eu le meilleur joueur de la CAN, Bassogo, qui venait de mon centre de formation.
In 2017, the best player in the league came from my...
Christian Bassogo.
Yeah, in AFCON.
In AFCON came from my academy.
Yeah. Meilleur gardien de but, Fabrice Ondoa.
The best goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Is come also from my academy.
Wow.
Donc, je pense que le plus important, c'est donner l'opportunité à notre jeunesse africaine, parce que c'est celle-là qui va nous représenter demain.
I think the most important thing is to give that opportunity to the African youth, because they will be the leaders tomorrow.
Et l'une des choses que je défends toujours, et j'ai la chance parce que j'ai un sélectionneur qui pense exactement comme moi, c'est qu'on doit donner la chance à ces jeunes-là de montrer de quoi ils sont capables.
And one thing I believe in, and this is where I'm at, I'm on the same level with my coach, is that we need to give these young people the opportunity to play.
Right. So the phone lines are on. If you need to ask Samuel Eto'o any questions, we'll be wrapping up pretty shortly because, you know, he's got a packed schedule. 0302-211-692. 0302-211-692 here. As Eto'o is on joy. He'll be in Ghana for a day more or so, and then he leaves for other adventures. We can't wait to see Cameroon do great things at the World Cup as well. So, if I have to ask, Samuel, I was coming to club football. You played for Chelsea, you played for Barcelona, Anji Makashkala, and all that. But first of all, I want to show you something you did for us, but you didn't know sometime. Do you remember this image? So that was our artwork from this station that you shared on your Twitter account.
Yeah.
So what the quote says is from Patrick Vieira, who is now Crystal Palace boss and was at the time we did this artwork, says, I respect the passion, the Africa Cup of Nations, and will never stop any player from going. I believe there should be more respect towards it. Maybe journalists in Europe should go to Africa and cover it, and they would understand what it means to the people of Africa. This came at a time when, you know, the AFCON was coming. Obviously, top European clubs were doing their thing that makes all of us very angry. and Patrick Vieira was speaking against. For you, what are your true feelings about this? Do you share the same sentiments, or you have even stronger feelings about this?
Oh, c'est pourquoi j'ai partagé ce tweet.
Well, I think I feel the same. That's why I actually shared the tweet.
Thank you for sharing our content. It took us very, very far. And on that topic, African players, as you know, Napoli, where you have one of your players as well, the owner of Napoli says that if he's signing an African player and you cannot promise him that you won't play the AFCON, he will not sign you. What do you think?
Mais avant d'arriver au président de Napoli, je ne suis pas totalement convaincu que ce sont les clubs européens qui ne voulaient pas que la Coupe d'Afrique se joue au Cameroun.
Well, before I come to the president of Napoli, I don't entirely believe that it's the European clubs that didn't want the African Cup of Nations to be played in Cameroon.
Je pense que c'est quelque chose des Africains même, mais qui les a échappés.
I think this also emanated from Africans, but they didn't realize it.
Oh, really?
Oui. Et puis, pour revenir sur le président de Napoli, dommage pour lui, parce que il ne pourra pas faire signer pour un grand club comme Napoli les meilleurs joueurs au monde, qui sont de plus en plus des Africains.
Now, to come back to the Napoli president, it's very unfortunate, but he'll not be in the position, he'll not be able to sign the greatest African players into his club.
Great. Now, I'm not sure why the phone calls are not coming as yet. Maybe it's a problem with the line, but no problem. So a few comments from people out there. Eto'o is an African child. Kingsford Idupoku says, what is his target for the Cameroonian Football Association? What is the dream? Now that you are president, what is your dream? How high do you want to take Cameroonian football before you leave?
I want to be in the same level with the German Federation. Pour me, le standard, c'est la Fédération allemande de football.
So the standard I'm working with is the German Federation, Football Federation.
Évidemment, il me faudra beaucoup de temps, mais au moins j'ai encore 3 ans et quelques mois de mandat.
Of course, this will require quite some time, but I still have 3 years and few months as in office.
Et je ferai tout ce qui est à mon possible pour que les bases soient là.
And I'll do everything within my means to make the foundation solid.
Great. Nene Tete Support the 10th says, who was his best coach at your club
Mourinho.
side? Mourinho. Why?
Parce qu'il m'a apporté autre chose que je n'avais pas connu dans ma carrière.
Because he gave me something that I didn't know, I didn't have in my career.
J'ai gagné avec Mourinho dans un autre style de football.
I won trophies with Mourinho playing a different style of football.
And also he's one of the best person I know in my life.
Yeah. Mourinho loves African players.
A lot.
It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, you are not Mourinho, but what does he see in African players that other coaches don't?
I see the same thing like me. Mm-hmm. We are the best.
Frank from Kumasi, you've broken the phone lines. Frank, good afternoon.
Allô, monsieur Eto'o, bonjour.
Oui, bonjour, Franck.
Alors, comment ça va?
Je vais bien et vous?
Oh, ça va. Enchanté de vous voir commencer. Je suis à commencer.
Ah, merci.
Du courage et que Dieu vous bénisse.
Amen, vous aussi.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Enchanté.
Enchanté, plaisir.
Ok, bye bye.
Okay, Samuel, since you spoke French, please translate it for us yourself.
He will do it.
No, he was just saying he was glad seeing him on TV, and he's watching him all the way from Kumasi.
Yeah. There are a few Cameroonians outside the studio here.
Ah.
They're outside there.
Okay.
And I told them that, I mean, if your security will allow it, but if not.
But I think I see them before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe, I don't know if it's the same people. Edward Kobna, while we wait for more phone lines and wrap up, how did he deal with racism in Spain as well? Edward Kobna says, how did you deal with racism? I mean, you've spoken passionately about it your whole career.
J'ai pris mes responsabilités à un moment donné parce que c'est une contradiction. Le racisme est une contradiction.
Well, at a point in time, I had to deal with it myself because when you talk about racism, I see contradiction in the term.
Parce que vous ne comprenez pas comment quelqu'un achète son ticket
Because it's difficult to understand how somebody will buy his own ticket
pour aller voir un match de football où il y a un négro qui joue
to go and watch a football match where there's a black person playing, a Negro,
et qui va crier.
and then he will be throwing words at him.
Yeah.
Pourquoi il achète son ticket?
Why then does he buy a ticket to get into the stadium in the first place?
Food for thought. Bebeto from Kumasi, the other city Samaleto has been to.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gary.
Good afternoon, Bebeto.
Yeah. My greetings to Eto'o, my favorite player I've ever followed since infancy. He's great. But the simple question I have for him this afternoon is, I want to know from him, what is his best pair? I know he is a forward player, and the players he had played with, who are his best forward players?
Best
The
striker.
player he has had, either club side, national side, youth side, or wherever he had played.
I think it's
That's
Patrick
all what I
Mboma.
have for him.
He says it's Patrick Mboma. Bebeto, okay.
C'est mon partenaire dans tous les crimes.
Patrick Mboma is partner in crime.
Okay. All right, so we'll be wrapping up shortly. If we can have the ball so that Samuel can show us what the official match ball is like as well. Yeah. So this is the ball that we were given when we went to Qatar for the World Cup draw as well. And Samuel, you will give this to a lucky winner. So Samuel, thank you very much. Give us your autograph, Samuel. While you are answering that, Samuel, I've heard this before. Some people say, somebody said your grandfather is from Ghana. Is it true?
No, it's not true. I want, but it's not true.
I've heard it a lot of times, and he says it's not true as well. So, Samuel, when you come to Ghana, we are a land of color, like Cameroon as well. I found this man was in Cameroon as well.
Okay.
And we found that your food was very similar to ours.
Exactly.
Very similar. So we didn't have trouble eating. But what we have also is a love for traditional clothes. Is it one of your towns that is very cultural on the east, on the west side?
Yeah, west side.
On the west side. So we are giving you in Ghana. Yes, when a woman is going to get married.
Okay.
Yes, they give her something like this.
Okay, but my two daughters is still young.
No problem. So what we are doing is, when your daughters go and get married,
Okay.
we want you to give them. So in Ghana, there are the male and female versions. This is the female one.
Okay.
So you
I will
give
keep
this.
for her.
It's not for you.
I know.
Good.
I will keep for her.
This is for your daughters.
Okay.
You can. So it's 3 of them. So you can give them.
Yeah,
one
I
and
have
half.
3.
One. Good. So you give them this kente as well for them. And so this is from the south of Ghana, predominantly the south. And so for you, because we like you, but we like this one is from the north of Ghana.
Okay.
Of Ghana as well. So yes, this is for Samuel, and this is our little gift for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you a lot.
for passing through. And the Joy Sports team, guys. No, this is not my show only. So Joy Sports, is anybody from Joy Sports here? Yeah, Joy Sports, come. Let's take a photo with Samuel live on set with our photographer.
So maybe we.
Okay. Yeah. So this is Asamoah. For those of you on Joy FM and can't see, well, so this is George, this is Fent, this is Joel, and this is Razak. So on 1, 2, 3, say cheese. Cheese. Okay. Is our photographer ready?
Yeah.
Pardon? Okay. So.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm told that on Joy FM we are not having any sound. So Samuel, let's just wrap up, guys. Thank you very much. I'll give the rest to him. So, just a final message about Qatar and the World Cup, and then we call it a day. Your final message to the people of Ghana waiting for the World Cup.
Come in Doha, enjoy football.
Come and enjoy football. Yeah. Felix, I hope you're enjoying Ghana as well.
I'm Ghanaian.
Just live here.
Oh, you're Ghanaian?
I'm Ghanaian.
Okay, where in Ghana do you come from?
Hello.
Aflao. Okay, all right. So, also a good time. And thank you very much for joining us in this studio.
You're welcome.
It's been a personal dream of mine to interview you. In fact, on that tweet, the tweet you shared, I asked you if you would let me come and interview you, and here you are.
Look.
Yes. Because you're Cameroonian, I'd love to ask you, is there any young Cameroonian talent we should look out for?
I have a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Come on, give us some names.
Non, but...
To look out for.
C'est mon sélectionneur seul qui peut parler, mais j'ai beaucoup de jeunes joueurs.
This is an information that only my manager can share, but I do have great talents.
Okay. Freddie Gans on Facebook says, do you have any ambition of running for the CAF presidency?
I have a lot of work in Cameroon FA.
Okay. How is your relationship with Jose Mourinho currently after your goal celebration at Chelsea?
No, very good.
It's very
very good.
Okay. I think that's about it. Thank you very much as well. Samuel, enchanté.
Plaisir.
Enchanté. For those of you enjoying 99.7 FM, Samuel Eto'o is leaving the studios right now, but we'll be playing the rest of our interview where we spoke about Asamoah Gyan and the trending issue as well. I'm Gary Al Smith, and for all of us, the Joy Sports team who helped produce this, thank you very much for your time, and God bless us all.